So I have a couple pretty good traction stories. I'm not going to talk about the startup that I have now. It's called Truck Blocks. I'm going to talk about another startup. That's why it's a better story. So I think it's important to let everybody know if there's aspiring entrepreneurs here or somebody with a new startup and they're desperately looking for traction, whether it's from press or paid advertising or word of mouth, whatever the case may be. That as far as press goes, I mean, everybody is dreaming for some kind of press. It can kill you. Press can ruin your startup as fast as it can make it. Okay, so I had a startup about 4 years ago. I used to own a construction company. And I was tired of Angie's List and Yelp, right? I was so mad that the customers could write a review about me, but I couldn't write a review about them. Right, so I set out to make a website where I could write a review about my customer, and then I could screen my customers based on that database to decide if I wanted to work for them. So I launched the website, and coming from the construction world, I was really leery about letting people know, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to do this thing called, I think it's called beta testing. So I kept it all to myself, and I talked to my friends, and I made what I knew they wanted. So it was around for a couple months, and people really liked it. And then I was like, all right, let's get some press. So I worked my butt off to get press, and I heard a million no's. And there was a woman who wrote a report for CNBC, and she wrote a story about what to do with a bad customer, how to avoid them, blah, blah, blah. So I'm looking at this article, and I'm going, jackpot. I have her answer, and she's going to write about me. So I reach out to her, and she responds. And I'm like, all right, check. 1, response. It's like a dating website. Yes, they wrote back. So I tell her what my thing is, and she writes back, okay, great concept. Do you have traction already? Do you have a user base? Do you generate revenue? Have you received a huge amount of investment money? No, no, no. So she writes back, well, listen, your idea on its own does not merit any press. Not good enough. So it's probably safe to say everybody in here is an entrepreneur. So when you hear that, that just fuels my fire and makes me work harder to prove you wrong now. So I'm calling everybody, little places, big places, and they're all saying no. So then this is the end of November. So then it's Christmas time, and my girlfriend at the time and I were taking the train to Manhattan to watch the ball drop like a couple idiots. And on the train ride, I'm thinking, hey, hun, there's probably going to be live news camera crews on the street. I'm going to jump in the middle of it, and I'm going to go, nastyclient.com, screen your customers, blah, and then I'm going to run away. Awesome. So we're walking around, and we're with another couple, and all I can think about is, I got to leave my girlfriend and try to find a camera crew. So sure enough, I see a live newscast going across the street. And again, I see my jackpot. I run over, have a total brain fart. And when the camera hits me, if there's anyone here that listens to satellite radio, I stand there and go, Baba Booey, and do a Howard Stern reference. And then the camera goes away and I go, what the hell did I just do? So now I'm looking for every other camera crew I can find, and now I can't find any. Nothing. There's no live feeds going on, and we leave that area. It's like police are pushing us back, whatever. So now I'm all depressed, and it's days later, and I'm back to the hunt. I'm calling people, email. So finally I get some press in Philly, and Philly's a number 4 market in the country, so when you get press here, it hits the AP. So long story short, the day Andy Reid got fired, he was on the cover of the Metro newspaper, right? The country's largest free newspaper. It's on every subway. I was right next to him, right on the cover, right? Nasty Client was right next to Andy Reid the day he got fired. It was a huge thing. Within hours, I had producers from Dateline, Anderson Cooper, Inside Edition, the Wall Street Journal. Everybody was calling. I was answering my phone going, hello? Yeah, this is CNBC. We're looking for Matt Stachel something there. Is he there? So, and just like you, I thought, this is it. I made it, right? I have all the press. We were in Australia, Canada, Spain. It was unbelievable, right? So I'm like, this is it. We're watching all the visitors go to the website live, and this is unbelievable. So going back to what I started with, we didn't test anything. We didn't test user navigation on the site. We were trying to start off with a small paid model right from the get-go, right? Because I come from the construction world where if you say, hey, Matt, build half of my roof for free if I like it. In a year, you can build the other half and I'll pay you. No, right? You pay right from the get-go. In the internet world, it's real different, right? I want it now. I want it for free. And if I like it, maybe I'll pay for it in a little bit, right? So I was trying to get a little bit of money from the get-go. We didn't have a big enough user platform. We didn't have enough content. So people were coming to the site. They loved the idea, but they wouldn't sign up. Or the people that would sign up wouldn't write a report about their customer because they didn't see enough other people doing it. I didn't let them see it. Right, so I'll try to wrap up. I don't know how much time I have left, but my point is, if you're hunting for traction of any kind, if you're looking for press, test, test, test. Don't be afraid to let people know your idea. Make sure it's good. Make sure people have said to you, it's great or it sucks. And tweak it and try to get small press first and build it as you go. Thanks.